Picture this. You've lost everything. Your family, your freedom, your identity. The world around you is nothing but suffering. How would you keep going? For most of us, just imagining this is overwhelming. But Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, lived through this reality. And not only did he survive, but he came out of it with a profound realization. If you have meaning in your life, you can endure almost anything. Today, I want to share his story with you. We'll talk about what Frankl discovered, how his philosophy, called logotherapy, can help us in our everyday lives, and how you can start finding your purpose, no matter what challenges you're facing. By the end of this video, you'll have practical ways to bring more meaning into your own life. Let's get started. Let's start with Viktor Frankl's story, because it's nothing short of extraordinary. He was a psychiatrist living in Vienna when World War II broke out. His entire world was turned upside down when he and his family were sent to concentration camps. In those camps, Frankl experienced unimaginable loss. His parents were murdered. His wife, who was pregnant, was killed. Everything he loved and valued was taken from him. Yet despite all of this, Frankl made an incredible observation. He noticed that some people in the camps seemed to have a spark, a will to live, while others gave up entirely. And here's the key. The people who survived weren't necessarily the strongest or the healthiest. They were the ones who had a reason to keep going, a purpose, something to live for. For Frankl, his purpose became clear. He wanted to survive so he could share his ideas with the world. He dreamed of finishing his work and teaching others how to find meaning, even in the most difficult situations. He famously wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." This idea became the foundation of logotherapy, his groundbreaking approach to life and mental health. What is logotherapy? Now let's talk about logotherapy, which is a fancy way of saying therapy through meaning. Frankl believed that the primary drive in our lives isn't money, success, or even happiness. It's meaning. Think about that for a second. Meaning is what motivates us the most. Here's the essence of logotherapy. Frankl said that life always has meaning, no matter what you're going through. Even in suffering, there's something valuable to be found. The challenge is to figure out what that is. He identified 3 main ways we can discover meaning. First, through what we create or do. This could be your work, a hobby, or even just solving a problem. Second, through love. This doesn't just mean romantic love, it's about deep connections with people or a cause. And third, through suffering. It sounds counterintuitive, right? But Frankl believed that when we face pain head-on, we can find purpose in how we respond to it. To make this more relatable, let's look at some real-world examples of people who found meaning in adversity. Take Malala Yousafzai. She was just a teenager when she was shot for advocating for girls' education. Most people would retreat in fear after something like that, but not Malala. She turned her suffering into a mission and became one of the most powerful voices for education and equality. Or think about Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison, yet he never let bitterness take over. Instead, he used that time to strengthen his resolve and fight for justice. His purpose became bigger than himself. It was about freedom for his people. But it's not just famous figures. Think about the single parent working 2 jobs to provide a better future for their kids. Their purpose is clear: to give their children opportunities they never had. Or someone who's been through a tough breakup and decides to channel their energy into starting a new career or helping others in similar situations. What all these stories have in common is this: when life got hard, these people didn't let it defeat them. Instead, they found meaning in their struggles and used it as fuel to keep going. Now you might be wondering, why is meaning so important? Can't we just focus on being happy? Well, here's the thing. Happiness is great, but it's fleeting. It comes and goes. Meaning, on the other hand, gives you something deeper. It's what keeps you grounded when life gets tough. Studies actually show that people who find meaning in their lives are healthier, more resilient, and even live longer. Why? Because meaning gives you direction. It's like a compass that helps you navigate even the stormiest seas. Frankl's famous quote sums it up perfectly. "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." So what's your why? If you're not sure yet, don't worry. Let's talk about how you can start finding it. Here's how you can start uncovering meaning in your own life. 1. Reflect on what matters to you. Take a moment to think about your values and passions. What brings you joy? What makes you feel alive? It doesn't have to be something big. It could be as simple as helping others or expressing yourself creatively. 2. Find growth in your challenges. The next time you face a tough situation, try to see it as an opportunity to grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger? 3. Connect with others. Relationships are a huge source of meaning. Whether it's your family, friends, or a cause you care about, building deep connections can transform your life. Remember, finding purpose isn't a one-time thing. It's a journey, and it evolves over time. Be patient with yourself and take it one step at a time. Viktor Frankl's life shows us that meaning is the key to resilience. Even in the worst circumstances, we have the power to find purpose and rise above our challenges. So let me ask you, what gives your life meaning? Take some time to reflect on that today. And if you're still searching, that's okay. Start small. Look for meaning in the little things. A kind gesture, a shared laugh, or a goal that excites you. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who might need a little inspiration. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living a meaningful and purposeful life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.